Namaste, family. Namaste, family. We are alive. Everyone is alive. Life is eternal. There's no death. Death is an illusion. Doesn't exist. Anyway, I want to apologize on the behalf of Facebook. They are doing some strange things to me. Last days I seen, they logging me out in the middle of my video. I'm here making videos 3 years and this never happened before, now happening like every day. And in the middle of the video, when I really get into it, yesterday they did it, today they did it in 15th minute. And it's really late, I'm tired, but I want to do this. It's important topic, but Facebook doing some shit to me lately, you know. Unnecessary. I don't know even why. Well, I'll do it again. Because I didn't die. No one died, Facebook. What? Stop my video now, come on. Why? What you have when you do this? You only make people see that you are afraid that truth is spread. And today I want to spread beautiful truth. In the world of death, actually death is an illusion. Death doesn't exist. Death doesn't exist, you know. I was born very strange child. I didn't know I was gifted so much and crystalline. I was just very strange. I encountered from young age so much death in my family, my friends, my close ones. But I never cried. I was never sad. I never thought I lost someone. This is how I was. Always. Friends in high school died. Everybody was crying. I was normal. In high school, when my grandfather passed, everybody was crying, whole family. I felt like nothing happened. And I was blaming myself because in the evening I was smoking with my friends, laughing, and inside blaming myself. You are not sad, you are enjoying. I didn't know how gifted I was. I didn't know I was beyond death. I just felt nothing changed. Lately, last year mostly, I realized in 2016, I mean, that I just always felt the connection. Body died, yes, but I felt the life and soul eternally, so I didn't feel sad. And I have encountered so much death. I guess I'm not of this world. I call myself teacher because definition of a teacher is the one who is living as example of the word that he's speaking. So when I'm speaking, death does not exist. Death does not exist for me. So many people I love in this world. They are close in my heart. If they leave today, if they leave their body today, I will not change. Tomorrow you maybe comfort me. But I will teach you that death doesn't exist and give such teaching out like I'm giving now. That's who I am. We are not this body. This body is just a vessel of the soul. It's just a car, and when we use the car, experience is over. We leave the car, we go into another car. We are the driver. We are the soul. And actually, that reminds me of Jesus Christ on the cross, when Mother Mary was crying, and he asked her, "Who are you?" what he meant by this. Who are you? Who are you? You are not mother of this flesh. You are not this body. Everybody dies, mother. Only this body is dying. I'm not dying. Why are you crying? That's what he meant to tell her. You are eternal life. You are greater than this illusion. And the words, who are you, to a mother when son is getting tortured to death, maybe feel very cruel to a 3D person. But no, he was actually telling her, who are you? You're not this flesh. I'm not this flesh. Nobody's dying. It's just illusion of the body getting killed. You are more than that. You're a divine goddess. You're a divine being. And no one is killed. Soul is eternal. I can be so cruel with death many times. Last year to somebody I was too much attached. I said, let the dead carry themselves. And later they told me Jesus said this. I didn't know Jesus said this. I'm saying stuff he said all the time. I never read the Bible because I'm highly autistic. I cannot read books. I can read one page and then I go crazy. All the answers are within you. I never felt that. And I actually blamed myself. Everybody is sad, everybody missing somebody, crying. I'm okay. I'm living next moment, same. No attachment, nothing. So I love so many in this world. But if they leave today, I will not change. I will still be love and eternal life that I am. And that's why such teachings can feel cruel. We are in illusion. For me, it's a reality. Everyone who is here with you now, they will leave their bodies. Everyone embodied will leave their body. And I'm giving this video out because in this time so many are suffering. So many are leaving their bodies. So many are attached to somebody that left. Some are even afraid and saying that they will die. Part of them will die if their animals die. And like this. It's illusion. It's illusion. You are soul. You are not this body. You are not this mind. You are soul, eternal life in your heart that I am. You can never be killed. You can never die. That is an illusion. Without 3D eyes, we only see the vessel. We see the car. We hear the voice. We smell. We see this physical car where the driver, soul, who you really are, who they really are, is inside. And when the soul is in the body, body moves, body speaks, body makes love, body hugs you. And when the soul leaves the body, it's like when a driver leaves the car is still and doesn't move. Body is still and doesn't move. And rots. They all say they left. How could they left us? Yes, they left. This is exactly people all the time saying they left us, they are watching over us, but they don't believe in anything. They believe in that. But who left? And where did they left? This body was alive when soul was inside. When soul left, body is still. With 3D eyes, we only see this body. We are attached to body. And then body stops moving, soul leaves. And we cry out of fear because we are in 3D. We are not connected. We do not feel the eternal life. We are attached to death only. And this is sad reality because everyone around you will die. Everyone around you will leave their bodies. For sure. You know, you will leave your body. Maybe this time, after a longer time, I feel I'll be here 1,000 years. But we all will leave these bodies. Even if we attain highest ascension in this body, one day we will leave this earthly body for sure. Every one of us. No one stays here. Like Buddhists, they love to say, the Buddha said, remember, everyone who you see in 100 years, they will all be dead. That's a quite Buddhist meditation. Quite profound meditation. If you focus, you realize it's true. Maybe this time not. I choose not. But the teaching sticks. 200 years ago, no one of us on this earth was here. Maybe some wise men and ancient saints in the mountains. They are here for thousands of years hiding. Okay. But everyone else on this earth that is now here 200 years ago, no one of us was here. And every one of them who were there that time, no one is here now in that body. Yet, in reality, everyone is here still, in different bodies. Looking at the picture of their grandfather, but grandfather is there as their son. Young baby in a cradle. Soul never dies. Soul has just changed so many cars, bodies. We don't see with our 3D eyes, and when we are really not enough awakened, we don't feel the connection, we don't feel the eternal life. I guess I was never sad when nobody in my family or my close ones or friends died, and I have witnessed so many death. I was never sad before my awakening because I felt eternal life still, I guess. Nothing changed. I was spiritually connected from birth. And that's why I never cried. And if somebody dies who is close to me today, I will teach you tomorrow that nobody died. And you will not see one tear shed. I don't want to give such examples, but if somebody who is the closest to my heart leaves their body today, I will give you this lesson tomorrow. The dead does not exist. I will tell you my story. I was raised by my grandmother. All the years until age of 29 or 30, just years when I was in India, not, but all years until the age of 30, now I'm 36, I was living with my grandmother. She was my mother. My mother left me because of the circumstances. It's not her fault. It's our teaching for both of us. And we love each other much. But she had to leave me with grandmother. So grandmother was my mother all her life. I had no other mother. She took care of me. She said she loved me every night. She really loved me, and we were very poor, but she really loved me. And although she was really heavy to my sensitive heart so much, but she really loved me. And the last year, in January, she left her body. She had a cancer, 5th stage, and like this. My brother was devastated knowing that she would leave the body. I was happy. I was an enlightened man back then. Maybe not so much as now, but on the cross point of enlightenment. I just realized, I knew this life, grandmother had to suffer so much, to burn so much karma, to learn so much, and to purify so much karma. She suffered all her life. And when I realized that she would leave her body, I know, I feel, I only saw that beautiful life is following for her in her next experience, because she purified that darkness and she learned that. I was actually happy, and I was actually asking angels to take her soon and smoothly. She suffered enough. My brother, he's now still devastated and dreaming her in night, and doesn't allow her soul to fly away freely. And he committed suicide. He attempted just because of that, but life struck him before so much that death of our mother was just drop over his cup. And I saved his life back then, but this is another story. So yes, she passed. Everybody loved her so much because she loved everyone so much. There was such great sadness and crying. Oh, I never feel good when my grandfather passed and they were giving me condolence and all this. I'm not sad. I'm not suffering. I was really so unpleasant to me to accept all these things. And it was so unpleasant to me to see people crying. And I just wanted to stand up and tell to everybody, you are all in illusion. That doesn't exist. But I controlled myself. I just had enough. Because I'm still autistic and always will be. I have no compassion to human illusions. And then I get bad temper. And even in such situation, I can get bad temper. And okay, I was calming myself down. But I could do a scene there at the funeral. It was so close. Telling them to wake up. Open their hearts and feel that nobody died. Did not shed a tear. I was actually trying to say to everybody something, even to my uncles and to everybody, she never died. I feel her soul leaving, but nobody believed me because, strange stuff he's speaking. But at this time they were silent because maybe they understood I really mean what I say. And I was telling this to everybody, be at peace, she suffered so much. She will be born as beautiful baby girl and she will not suffer anymore. And just be at peace. She suffered so much and now it's okay. Her life now will be beautiful. She's free of all the suffering. And I was rejoicing inside for her freedom. She got free from all the, because her life was very terrible. All her 83 years life. And and I wrote here on Facebook what happened and like this. I was always crystalline child. I was just so confused even then that I think that everyone is on my level, I was thinking. Now I realizing that it's not so. More and more in this 2018 and 2017. But before, I don't know what was been with me. And then people started here on Facebook. If you need somebody to talk, if you need somebody to listen, if you need somebody to cry, stop! I was going, yes, leave me alone. I'm always like this, even here, if somebody, I'm sending you strength, I'm sending you power. I say, I don't, just something happened with somebody because I didn't accept this. She said, I'm sending you strength. I said, I don't need strength. I'm the power. Master asks for help if they need and accepts will of others. No. And then she had to try to make me feel guilty not to accept. She's sending me strength. I don't need it. I am like this. If I need something, I ask. And I was feeling exactly the same when people were trying to comfort me and telling me not to be sad. I just snapped. Stop your illusions. That doesn't exist. What is your problem? And I went here, I pressed play, and I made a 2 hour long video, much more passionate than this, telling them that death doesn't exist. Telling them the truth. Nobody died. Connection between me and my grandmother never was broken. I felt her alive as always. And that's why now I'm praying for my brother to let her go. Because his attachment and his missing is keeping her soul with him. And he's dreaming her every day. But to him I cannot tell anything. I can only pray. But she deserves to go and he should let go. But I cannot reach to him. I actually saw in my dreams. I was with her. I saw in my dreams. I opened the gates for her. We crossed everything beautiful. I felt her presence. I felt her joy. I felt her whispering and feeling. I am happiness now. I am joy. And I was rejoicing because she suffered so much. She really suffered so much. This is ascension movement. We are not of this world. We have got so many parents, so many husbands, so many wives, so many sons, so many friends through infinite of lifetimes. And everybody died always. We are attached to illusion. I can't call myself a master teacher because I am one. If I speak this is my reality. And many speak and channel and do this, and somebody is about to die, and they are afraid we don't want to lose them, we cannot live without them. What? Who are you? Who are you? Are you this flesh or this body? Everybody is to die, for sure, especially in this time. This is ascension. Whoever is not ready to ascend has logged out and will go to different planets, different reality, because they cannot stay here. And masses will leave. 8 of 10 of your family members may leave, for sure. Most of the people you love and you're attached to are to die. Because they are not ready. And they did not, is nothing, I said nothing to scare anybody or to put anybody down. They are just not ready. And they have decided not to go through this ascension in this way like we are going. And they are to leave for sure. Everyone who cannot ascend, who is rejecting the ascension, is to live in this time, in these years now. And it started and it's on. So we have to a little bit awaken. We cannot change this. They are to leave. They will be our family members, our friends, our husband even, our wife, our girlfriend. They are not on our level. If they cannot ascend, they cannot go through these energies. They are to leave you. Everybody left me. Nobody left me. Nobody died. That is an illusion. Who are you? Why are you attached to flesh? Oh, what is happening now? Am I still on? This is... So I don't know now what is happening and if I'm still on or not. So something is happening. Again, I was out and now I'm in, but now something else is happening. I guess I'm speaking too much for this system to handle. But yes, we must ask ourselves who we are. Are we taking this seriously? Do we really know the truth that soul is eternal, that we are not of this world? We are only embodying now one incarnation of so many. And we always died. We were always born. Our parents always died. Our families always died. Everybody died millions times ago, millions times. We experienced this. It's just turning of the page, turning of the page. And nobody ever died. Your grandmother is now maybe your daughter. And that's why she reminds you of your grandmother. She is your grandmother, actually. Your father may be your son. We have to get real. We have to get real. We cannot serve two masters. Are we of this world? Or are we the truth? Do we believe in this illusion? Do we think these bodies will last forever? Do we think we can keep somebody close to us? No, everybody is to leave, especially in this place where everybody leaves who is not ready. This is the harvest time. You are the chosen ones. You will not leave, you will stay. But so many, 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 many are to leave. We are leaving already. Enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment, ascension. Source takes so many people away from you. So many attachments. You have to give away the world. Nobody ever dies. If we believe in death and we are afraid of death for everyone else and for ourselves and afraid that everybody will die, we are in illusion of 3D. We only believe these bodies are real. We may read or even write about soul, but when somebody close to us leaves their body, we cry and we act like we are dead ourselves. So what does our teachings and what we are speaking, our words, divine words, mean? Nothing. This game is a test of reality, test of truth. You know, Death is just how it is. It is not real. We just don't see with physical eye the soul leaving, taking another form. And what we are doing also, and many are doing, and my brother is doing, by being attached to that body, to that physical form that left, we are keeping that soul of the one who we loved with our attachment, not letting go of them, not releasing them. We are actually keeping them in this world. They cannot go further. My brother is doing this to our grandmother, and many are doing this to their beloved ones. Ascension is real. We cannot act like we are of this world and want to ascend at the same time. This means to serve two masters also. We have to accept death as free will decision of a soul, and whoever leaves, leaves, and they are just taking another form so it is to be easier on the next stage of their soul evolution. For me, it was always like that. My brother is still so sad because of our mother, and I don't know if he will make it because he tried to commit suicide last year. And I saved his life. And even that time, when doctors told me we don't know if he will make it, we will tell you. Again, I was not sad. Again, I was not in panic. Again, I was here just writing some article at peace. I accepted his will. Now, it looks like he has let go. He will just surrender himself to his destruction. Everything appears like this. And only person he loves and respects is me, because I'm not pushing at him. Last day, because he told me that blood is coming, he's throwing up blood and something there, and he doesn't want to go to doctor, he doesn't want my help. He was a doctor, but he didn't like what they said. He don't want to listen nothing from me. I don't know how this will end. I just looked him in in his eyes. I said, it's your life. I love you. And he hugged me and he said that I'm the only person that he respects in this world still, because I accept him. And I do accept. I'm not panicking. I'm not calling nobody what is with him. Actually, others, relatives are also visiting him. Let them do the drama and everything if they want to help him forcefully. But I see the decision of his soul, which I maybe don't want to see. And I respect it. I respect it. But I don't know what will happen to him, because he is clearly giving up and he's refusing help. I cannot help him if he's refusing help. And to accept this also if it happens. And again, I will not be sad, just pressured by all the ceremonies and everything, because I need no ceremony if somebody leaves the body. I know their time was up, their experience was finished, they learned what they wanted to learn by their free will of the soul, they left. And I know they are to go somewhere to experience embodiment which is better for them. Like this. I was never keeping my mother, my grandmother here. I called her mother because she was like my mother. The same night when she passed, I dreamt her and I crossed her over and like this have released her and let her go the same night and woke up very joyful. And actually I played the flute here forgetting that I should not play, and the brother really called me, Otis, are you crazy? She just died and you are playing the flute now. I just didn't, because I had that dream and I felt her joy and happiness. The first thing in the morning I wanted to play the flute for her very joyfully. And the brother was very disturbed because he was suffering and crying downstairs so much. I was in joy. So you have to understand this. Your close ones, no one actually dies. No one died and no one is to die. Everything is okay. They have learned their experience in this body. They have chosen to stop the experience and go in another body to experience new story. Maybe they have chosen they cannot deal with energies that are very intense and their bodies cannot deal with it, and they decided to leave and to continue ascension in different body, a newborn body, free of all that. It is just, we are not body, we are the soul, you know. And soul cannot be killed. Just leaves the body, inhabits another body, newborn body. Nobody died. The life that you are crying for is their soul. You cannot see that soul, you see only the body. It's like you love somebody and then their car gets destroyed, but they are completely okay. But you are so much in material illusion that you cry for the car and you don't care about that person because that car is destroyed. It feels for you like the person, the driver, died. And you're crying for the car. And you cannot see the driver actually telling you, hey, I'm okay. Just my car is destroyed. I'm alive. Hey, I'm okay. Everything is okay. I just smashed my car completely. Why are you crying for the car? Same. Because when your close ones leave the body, they get free of the illusions and they are looking down upon you and they are telling you the same. Why are you crying for the car? I just left the car. I'm here. I'm love. I'm eternal life. I'm soul. Why are you in illusion? You crying for the car. I'm the soul. I'm the driver. I'm with you forever. Don't worry. Why are you crying? That's how your close ones, when they are free of these bodies, when they leave your bodies, that's how they feel when they see you cry and mourn. They just whisper in your heart, I'm okay. And as much as we are awakened and enlightened, we can feel the truth. We can feel that they are. And actually, that's why I never cried for nobody, and so many people died. For many of them, like my grandfather and grandmother and some friends in teenage years who suffered so much, for many of them I felt happiness, especially for my grandfather and grandmother because they both were suffering so much. I felt happy, their soul is completely free. With my grandfather, I was not awakened, I didn't really, and we were very close. and he loved me so much. He was only man in my life. And that time I was not awakened, but I felt he suffered so much. Now he is free. Good. I'm happy. That's how I felt. Because if you are attached and you miss them and you cannot let them go, you cannot accept that they left body, you keep yourself and them in the matrix. You are not allowing them to cross, to go to their next experience, and surely their spirit is attached to you also, and you're keeping yourself also in this illusion. By setting others free, you set yourself free. If you're attached to death, you are destined for death. You are living death. That's how my brother is now. For more than a year, ever since. Our grandmother died, but he is like living dead. Because he got attached to her death so much. I try to tell him. Shh. I tell him, Voiko, I know for sure grandmother is okay and she's watching you. Only body died, but he cannot grasp these things, so I cannot tell him much. But actually we must realize that our beloveds are okay, heavenly okay, everything beautiful. And as long as we are afraid for them, we are missing them, we cannot let them go. We are the ones that are depriving them for highest joy, because by our attachment we are keeping them here. So we should stop this, asking what happens to our beloveds when they cross. Will they be okay? Do they still love me? I miss them so much. Yes, they are okay, but you are keeping them. They will be the best and they will have the best experience when you just let them go. Stop missing. Stop crying. Stop acting like you cannot live without them. Release them. Cut the bond and go on with your life. Set them free, you will set yourself free. If you want your close ones who passed to really be okay, let them go so they can fly. And if you want those who are dying now maybe and are close to you, you know, if you want them to have a pleasant experience, to cross over and have more pleasant everything next life and experience post death, prepare them for death. Prepare them for crossing. Tell them this what I'm don't cry, why will you leave me, and don't cry, they will leave me. Meditate. Go in your heart and come to them and tell them. You will not. You know, when my grandmother, she was actually never liking that I was Hindu orientated and I was much in India and like this, because she was all in Jesus and she wanted me to be priest, and she was very devastated because of this. But when she was passing fifth stage of cancer, and I was like now here, she needed no priest. Because I was every day there, I was preparing her. I was telling her, grandmother, look, you are religious. Every Sunday you were going to church. You believe in Jesus, you believe in soul. I told her, Mama, now the test is coming. You are to leave your body for sure, you know this. I was like this, I told her. She said, yes, I know. She was very strong. And I was holding her hand and I was telling her that death doesn't exist, that soul is eternal, that yes, there is soul, there is eternal life. And although maybe she'll born in a new body, I was telling her, you're going to heaven. Free yourself. You will be free of all your pain. Jesus will wait for you. Everything according to her religion and her beliefs. I was preparing her. So she was at peace. And every day at morning, at 9 o'clock, she already calling, where is Purna? She have to come get him. Every day I had to go there. And then my uncle told her, you know, my uncle told her that they will call a priest. And she said, I don't need priest, I have my grandson, me. And when I was telling her these stories and telling her all these beautiful things, she was like screaming, family, come here, listen, listen, listen. I told grandmother, this is just for you. Don't call them here. This is for you. This is between you and me. And she was all her life so bitter and so stressed and so nervous. But in the last weeks, everybody said this. She was so happy. She was so light, like a little child, because I prepared her. I prepared her every day and I did healing on her. I knew she decided to go. But I was taking her pain and like this and really preparing her and really diving deep, telling her stories about Jesus and about eternal life and about heaven and about how this body is illusion, how we are soul, and like this, convincing her that her faith is a reality, that it's not just going to church. And I could not tell her the true truth of ascension and source, but I could tell her in a way to relate with her faith. So she got the activations, she got the purification, she got everything. She was like a little child. Everybody said we never saw her so happy in all her life, and she's suffering most. And really, she was smiling and she was like this, and she could not. She wanted me every day to come and every day to be her priest. and and once I told her it was a few weeks, 2 weeks before she passed or something. I told her, grandmother, you're shining completely. You are shining, you're so happy. What happened to you? Did you see God? She said, maybe. She was like a little joyful, playful child. And everybody who came to visit her, everybody was like, we never experienced her so happy, so childlike, so free of all misery. And she was only speaking about me, 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 call him, call him, call him. But in the end, when she was hospital last 10 days, I went only once. I could not, it was enough for me. She didn't speak anymore. She was 25 kg. When I went, I hold her hand. I knew I have done everything what could be done and everything is okay. But yeah, all her life she was tensed and miserable and angry and afraid. But in the end, so prepare those who you think that they will leave. When somebody is leaving now, tell them the truth. And you will be in truth yourself. Truth will be spoken through you. And you will realize by helping them that they will never die. You're just leaving the body and you will prepare them and everything is to be beautiful. So this is what I wanted to share. Because like my brother and many with attachments and with missing and thinking always about somebody who passed, we were keeping them here. And also this energy makes you suffer. We have to release them. So I hope Nobody is dealing with somebody dying now. If you are, it's only illusion. They have decided to go because it's better for their journey to go on in a different form, in different body. And if you're attached to somebody that passed long ago, like I know many are, this video may help you. This is activation. I'm not speaking some truth from a book. Whatever I speak is my example, is my realization, is who I am, is my truth. And this video may help you to go through. And if you are attached to animal that may die, I don't know what to tell to you. Everyone is to die. We are not of this world. And yes, in this way we prove if we want to ascend beyond death, when we see death is an illusion. Open your spiritual eye, open your heart, and you will understand nobody ever died. You are just attached to body. It passes. It's born and dies. But the one you miss, the one you cry for, they were the soul. They are the soul in their heart. The soul just passed in another body. We are eternal life. Life is eternal. Soul cannot be killed, destroyed. Car, the body can get destroyed and die. But soul is eternal life. No one ever dies. Death is an illusion, seen and experienced only with eyes and consciousness of this world. As your consciousness expands, as you ascend more and more, when you become enlightened, you are the truth of that. Like I said, I have so many hearts in my heart, but if they leave their body today, I will not cry. I will teach you that death doesn't exist next day. You are forever alive. Everybody is forever alive. Life is eternal. We are not this body. Nobody is this body. You have so many parents, so many friends, so many close ones through infinity of millenniums. Everyone died always. You died always. But everyone is still here and you are still here in different body. So realize you are not of this world. Many times source tests us, life tests us, taking away our close ones from us. So we realize just that. It's not easy. That's how it is. It's better to know the truth. And truth is that you are soul. And whoever passes is the soul. Nobody ever dies. Just these bodies that are hosting the soul die, that gone. Soul is eternal. I am eternal life. I am you. I am the truth that I speak. I'm not theory. That's why I respect the master that I am. Because I'm not just teaching something that is not my reality. Whatever I teach, I master. Whatever I teach, whatever you read there, it's my reality. The highest spiritual truth is who I am. That doesn't exist. I am eternal life. I am you. Be blessed. Stay alive always. You cannot die. And if it appears someone dies, it's only illusion. Feel the eternal life, the soul. The connection is to never broke. Be happy, for their terrible experience is over. And be happy, for they have cleared so much bad karma with that suffering. And be happy, for next life they are to be born as beautiful child free of karma, so they can ascend very easily with no ease. Be happy. Whatever looks like death in this world, it's new beautiful life actually. and something better for them. I love you. I am eternal life. I am you. Namaste. Namaste.